Hey y'all, it's Natalie, and it's time for another Cherry Challenges with my friends Jessica and Nicole and Sarah. I am working in a new album. I'm creating an 8x8 album for our recent spring break trip to Death Valley. And I am going to use the new 49 Market Wanderlust Explorer collection. And y'all, I am loving this collection. It is so good. It makes me excited to get in here and scrap. So I'm hoping that I can kind of like get a lot of pages done. I am like queen of creating a bunch of albums and then like never finishing them. Squirrel. So here I am using the music challenge on the Cherry message boards. That is by Paw Prince this month. So the challenge was to pick a band from a list. She gave a list and use one of their song titles. So I picked the Plain White Tees, and I'm using their song title, Let Me Take You There. And that's going to be the title, or the title of my scrapbook page. And so this is like the first page after the title page that is going to be kind of like our intro to the travel part of the day and how we arrived on our trip. So I'm going through the 6x8 papers to kind of pick out which ones I would like to combine to create an 8x8 paper. And then I accidentally at first create a 7x8 paper. And I'm like, that doesn't look like a square. And you'll see me rip it up and fix it. But that's okay. So I picked that really fun, like kind of abstract background, and then like a luggage bit. And then I have these fun new Jody lowercase alphas from Pink Fresh Studio. And I'm trying to figure out if I can use them for the entirety of the song title, but I'm gonna just use them for the word there and make the rest of the title smaller alphas. I'm gonna use my Heather alphas from iCrafter. And I decide not to use those like alpha stickers because I cut out the word there from the big Jody alphas, and then I thought, oh, the whole title needs to be the same color. I think that'll be best. So I did run my paper through with like a little bit of an edge dye, and I'm going to rough up the edges and then ink them up with antique linen. And I trimmed down some of the photos as well. I printed them all in like 2x3, and I trimmed them down and then backed them in the same blue cardstock that I used for the title. And so that will just be another way to mimic that color elsewhere on the page and kind of like bring cohesion. And there was quite a bit of blue in the photos, is why I chose that color. And it kind of contrasted nicely with the darker backgrounds. So I'm trimming down that excess paper that I added. And then I go ahead and rough it up and I ink it up, and then I'm just like, man, this doesn't seem right. This isn't a square. So you'll see me rip it apart. And I go in with some craft paper. And I'm like, okay, I need to just add another contrasting strip. That's fine. No worries. And that's what I do. This is a series I do every month with my friends, like I said at the beginning. And so I'm going to link them down below with their videos. There I am measuring, and I'm like, no, that's not 8. It's because at the top it said 7. But it was on the across ways, not the down ways. So anyway, I digress. So I'm going to link down below with their videos as well. So make sure to go around and check them out if you didn't already come here from one of them. And we all are doing different challenges this month. Sometimes we do the same challenges. Sometimes we create our own. But I didn't do craft. That was a different page. I told you I was excited about creating with this collection. So I have another page coming up soon with this collection. And I got it confused. So I did not do craft. I did another pattern paper, the chevrons. But I wanted to make sure they go in the right way. And in that direction, the chevrons only went in like portrait mode of the 6x8 page. So I had to take a strip and add it to the end, but I matched it up and you can't even really tell, which is nice. And a lot of the part where it matches up will be covered up by the title as well. So I'll also link down below to the message board where you can find this challenge. And it's just such a fun place to find inspiration. There's all kinds of challenges every month, and you can enter to win like little gift cards, or they're mostly just for fun and getting your stuff done, but it's a really great place. So definitely. And I'll also link down below with my affiliate links if you are interested in these products. They are still in the store, and I highly recommend this collection. Having a lot of fun with it for sure. So now I'm going to kind of put all of my photos down where I think that they would look nice. They're going to all overlap a little bit, and then I'm going to stick the title down. Well, not stick it. I'm going to set the title down, make sure of how I want it arranged. I'm going to do like 2 different lines, kind of overlap it with the pattern paper. And then we still have quite a bit of blank space down there where the photos are. So I'm going to pull out the laser cut die cut images from the Wanderlust Explorer collection. And I'm going to pick some ones that are about traveling. So I really like the airplane. One of the photos is of us flying on the airplane. Obviously not that tiny type of an airplane. But I figured I wasn't going to have a lot of an opportunity to use it elsewhere in the book, so I definitely wanted to use it here. Then I pulled out a bit of luggage. I picked one that had some blues to kind of go with the blue that I have used in the cardstock. And then just a little bit to make a visual triangle up there at the top. I'm going to pull out a passport and then another small square, which may be the inside of a passport. I'm not really sure, in fact, what it is. A map, a folded map, perhaps. I also have the National Parks passport, which I love to stamp. And I got a few of those stamps in the Death Valley as well. So, but I'm fine with my passport these days because, yeah, I don't have the star yet. And everything's backed up in my town for months and months. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just stick with that sweet little, very young picture of me that is still there. My license is still good. And I'll just fly with my passport. No worries. So, there we are committing. We're sticking things down. I had to set my acrylic block on top of the alphas that I'm sticking down with my Nuvo because I didn't really want to stick on top of those layered bits. And then I did pop up these die cut pieces with some foam tape to add dimension. And then I'm going to stick them in a page protector in my album. And I like to do an 8x8 because I'm used to scrapping on a square. But then also I can put 6x8 photos or pages or photos in the album as well. But I like the versatility, so I can do smaller pocket pages or 8x8 pocket pages or 8x8 full pages. I like the options. So thank you all for watching. Like I said, I'm going to link everything down below, but let me know if you have any questions. And if you don't already, I'd love it if you'd like and subscribe. Bye, y'all.